A recovery operation has been taking place on the ferry at Cairnryan all day. 5 lorries overturned in the high winds this morning as they tried to disembark.
Police and ambulance crews were called to the scene. Thankfully, no one was hurt and the 52 passengers on board were all safe. Well, our reporter Charlotte Briere-Edney has spent the day at Cairnryan and she joins us now. Charlotte.
Well, in the early hours of this morning, extremely strong winds and rough seas sparked a major incident on board the ferry behind me, with passengers saying they feared for their lives. Lorries toppled over. We've heard reports of chickens escaped from one of the trucks running all over the decks and lorry drivers confined to their cabs. But once it was ascertained that all of the passengers and crew were safe, the operation has moved on to the painstaking stage of removing all of the lorries, and that's still what's going on behind me, and that tonight is what's frustrating passengers here. Fire engines, police and ambulances descended on the port of Cairnryan this morning to attend to this. 6 vehicles, mostly high-sided lorries, toppled one on top of the other like dominoes on the deck of a P&O ferry. The incident took place in the early hours of the morning during high winds and rough seas on the vessels crossing from Larne in Northern Ireland to the Scottish port. Footage from passengers on board shows the destruction from the deck. Lorries weighing tons lie on their sides. One driver on board the vessel described the moments it happened. He said he feared the ship might go down.
I was just hearing loud crashes and bangs as if everything had been smashed. People didn't know where to go and they were sort of panicking, like in case a wave would hit it or something, put it on over. It was definitely rough now. Total mayhem, everything was wrecked. When everything was falling over the place, the lorry's been coped, and she sort of went on to laying over to one side. I didn't think she was going to come out of it, to be honest.
At 7:30 this morning, the emergency services deployed to the scene, though it was quickly established that all 52 passengers and 56 crew on board were safe. All day long, a recovery operation has been underway, righting the trucks and unloading them from the ferry, some badly damaged. The P&O area of Cairnryan has been closed all day, with crossings cancelled. Some passengers who travelled hours to get here have been left not knowing what to do.
We have got a message from P&O when we had done over 300 miles. And I think somebody even suggested that we might go home and wait till tomorrow, which is ridiculous, of course.
And some are already asking questions about why this boat was allowed to sail when the other ferry company travelling to Cairnryan, Stena, suspended its sailings because of the bad weather.
Well, Charlotte, you spent the day at Cairnryan, and what's the latest tonight?
Well, passengers had been told that there would be a ferry running at 8 o'clock, but given the state of play at the moment, it has to be said that does look very, very unlikely. All passengers have been told to get in touch with P&O to make alternative arrangements. Some have been given the option of hotel rooms, others have just voted with their wallet and gone and bought tickets at the Stena Line competing ferry firm just down the road.
What have P&O had to say?
Well, not a whole lot, actually. This morning they released an initial statement with details of the incident. We offered them the opportunity to come on camera for an interview, but they declined that offer. Passengers here have also complained of a lack of communication. And of course, they're yet to come forward and defend why they decided to run this ferry when competitors thought the weather was just too bad to operate.
Charlotte, obviously lots of disappointed passengers and disruption there, but how long before the port gets back to normal?
Well, it's worth noting for anyone who does want to travel from Cairnryan that they can travel via Stena Line, but P&O are yet to say when this situation might be fixed. They've not given a timeline for when the lorries might be removed. Neither do we know if there'll be any additional safety checks that might need to take place and how long those might take. So at the moment, it's something of an unknown quantity. Perhaps tomorrow a normal schedule might be somewhere near getting back on track.
OK, we'll wait and see. Charlotte, thank you very much.